I'm going to preface this video by saying that when this first came out, I was actually defending Dr. Disrespect when the former Twitch employee was like, oh yeah, the reason why he got banned was because of this, and just outright said it without any evidence. I sat there and was like, that's weird. I kind of want more supporting evidence for this before I just start making assumptions. It's specific, and you should never, take these accusations lightly. But once again, there's so many accusations every day without any form of evidence. And then, boy, oh boy, did we get some evidence. I have a hypothetical for you. If I stole from a store and the store caught me but didn't criminally press any charges against me, did I still steal? The answer is yes. I still did the action. I just didn't get the consequence. What I find very hilarious about this Dr. Disrespect situation is his statement. He's trying to morally take a high ground or a high stance, but then at the same time is not taking full accountability for what he's done. He's owning up to whispering on Twitch to a minor, which he then edited out, but then edited back in, mind you. But he also says that he's not a predator and he doesn't condone any of that actions. But then he says the conversations he had with said minor were leaning on inappropriate. So which one is it? It doesn't make sense. And he himself said it was a minor. So what's funny is he has all these supporters out there saying, oh, well, he didn't know. Well, one, you have no evidence for that. And two, he literally doesn't say that. He would say it if that were the case. And this whole incident, this whole situation is just so funny to watch because you have all these contrarians, all these soy boys, all these pathetic losers that are parasocially attached to Dr. Disrespect, that they will follow him through thick and thin. Even when he admits to texting or whispering to minors, even though nothing happened, still bordering inappropriate conversations, his words, to said minor, when he's in his mid-30s at this point. Think about that. Not to mention he's already cheated on his wife and has a kid himself. He's a complete loser. He's an absolute loser. And I'm surprised we didn't see it sooner. He's literally a PDF file on stilts. He has a pedo stash to put on. There's a reason why he has a disguise and goes into character when he streams. This is because his actual person is a complete degenerate. This has gotten to the point where his boys that would suck him off and glaze him all the time, Tim the Tat Man and Nick Merckx, they've actually gone away. They separated. They made a statement. They're like, yeah, we can't be a part of this. Your statement's weird. It says you were inappropriately texting a minor or talking to a minor. That's where we draw the line. Those two have been in controversies before, and they're definitely against cancel culture, which this isn't cancel culture, by the way. This is taking accountability for actions being had. But what I'm trying to say is most people, they blame cancel culture for this. They're the same type of crowd, and even they are separating. So I really want the people that are supporting Dr. Disrespect to sit there and actually try. Just try to use the synapses in your brain. Just try to get the gears going a little bit. Just try. I want you to try to use the little brain cells that you have, your smooth brain, to realize what he did was wrong and should not be rewarded. And that he's just going on a glorified vacation and then trying to come back. And yes, I know a lot of people are still going to watch him because they find him entertaining, because they like him, and just completely ignore the fact that for years and years, he has been bitching and complaining that it was Twitch's fault, that he was unrightfully banned, and created this whole narrative and then stayed completely quiet, hiding behind his little lawyers and his NDAs when it comes down to it, he was inappropriately talking to a minor. His own words. You can't say allegedly. You can't say, oh, well, actually. No one knew what happened until this broke out. So you can't pretend like you know behind the scenes stuff, especially if you're just, like I said, one of his smooth-brained, low IQ followers. Listen, I get it, right? There's a part of it where it's like, okay, you're punching up because who are you to go and criticize this huge influential streamer who's made millions upon millions, who, I mean, credit where credit is due, is quite entertaining in a vacuum and has a really good production and has inspired so many other people to do, great content on the streaming, ecosystem and landscape. But you still have to look at all the facts. And the facts are, this dude is creepy and he's done creepy things. And there's no excuse for it at any age. Yes, it was years ago, but years ago for him was 30 fucking 5. he's not gonna do anything for you. This is like all the people that like are super poor but like love Trump and like worship Trump. They like think that by being on his side parasocially, that's somehow gonna give them good virtues, and he's gonna like come over and be like, thank you so much for your support, here's my money. It's the same with these people and these streamers and these parasocial relationships. You think by defending Dr. Disrespect you're going to get something out of it. You're not. You're just showing that you're a loser and that you excuse this kind of behavior, and you should probably be on a watch list yourself. Like I said before, I liked the work that he was doing, but I never really liked him in the first place because he cheated on his wife, and that to me is kind of lame and pathetic and cuck behavior, especially since he had a family with her, and she was being supportive of him. Then she stayed, and now he's doing this with minors. Like, I really hope she's okay. I hope that she's not feeling trapped because he holds all the money and all the power in the relationship, because god damn, if I was married to somebody that cheated on me and then later I found out they were also inappropriately texting minors, there would be some issues, especially if we had a kid as well. That's scary. I'm getting so like tripped up in my own words because this is becoming more and more of a normal kind of thing. And as the internet and social media gets more and more divisive and people get more and more split, people are starting to defend this even more and more. You have things like minor attracted. You have things where people are just like, oh, well, if you didn't physically go there or do anything, then you're not in trouble. Or if there's no criminal charges, then that means you haven't done anything wrong. This is just so sad that we've gotten so stupid as a society. We're getting dumber and dumber. And there's a lot of things at play to be at blame for that, but I'm just scared. Because if we can't even unify together and say, like, yeah, what Dr. Disrespect did was wrong, then I don't know. People just, if they like somebody, they're just going to blindly follow them no matter what, because they're sheep, because they don't know better. And it's really sad and it's really pathetic. And I really hope that as you grow and mature, you start challenging other people's beliefs and how they act and behave, and realize that online they're not your friends and you don't owe them anything. They will not give you anything in return, and they might not be who they say they are. This includes myself as I'm talking to the camera. I am not perfect. I'm not here to say like, oh, I've never done anything wrong. I can say I've never done anything illegal, not saying like I've never been caught or like I've never been criminally charged. No, I just have not done anything illegal. So I can at least say that for myself. Yay me. But besides that, like, I've made mistakes. I've been a shitty person in the past. I haven't done everything right. I'm not saying that. And I think it's good to have that transparency. I don't think I owe it to you or content creators owe any explanation to what they've done. But when it comes to like these bigger things, it's like, come on now, like, you're a piece of shit. I don't know. I'm rambling. It's just crazy to me that there's so many people that are still like coping with this, and it's such brain rot. The internet is such brain rot these days, and I really hope something happens. I really hope there's more consequences for Dr. Disrespect. Yes, he got dropped from his Midnight Society org or whatever he was working on, his company. Yes, like, his sponsors are probably going to pull out. They would be really dumb if they didn't. But he's still going to have a decent following. He's still going to be able to come back if he really wanted to. I really need people to make him accountable. Like, it's down to the fans, and it doesn't look like they're really going to hold him accountable. It sounds like they're excited to tune back in once he comes back. So I don't know. It's every Hollywood person's dream, right? A lot of Hollywood elites have the same thing where they have a controversy or they've actually committed something illegal. The public gets upset about it for a little bit, then they take a break, they hide, and then they come back, and all is forgiven, all is forgotten. Happens all the time. There's even a really good BoJack Horseman episode on it. I can't remember what season, but it's really well done. It's about this character who's like a Hollywood actor that just is the most degenerate essay abuser, whatever you want, piece of shit. And no matter what, he just keeps coming back and keeps getting away with it. And that's everyone's dream, right? That's these streamers' dreams, is to be able to get away with anything and still come back. And people are letting them. So With that said, I'm done. That's it. Rand Hoover. I had to put it on this channel because I didn't know where else to put it. All right, bye.